want to talk about laziness in this guy's own study. At one point, he tries to point towards his previous research. He called it the 60 brain study, right? And so he's like, hey, we check this out with the 60 brain study. And if you click the link, it goes to the wrong study. It doesn't even go to the study that he's trying to cite. What?
Oh, Jesus, Jeff, say it ain't so. It goes to the wrong study. That is absolutely outrageous. So fucking what, Jeff? I'm sure you could fucking Google it. So it was a mistake. Oh my God.
The real humdinger is just yet to come. But first, let's talk about the staining study, just really quickly, because how we do stainings in biological samples is really goddamn complex. But basically is this: they were staining for finding metals and types of brain tissues and whatnot, but they also didn't use what every other goddamn scientist does when dealing with brain samples, which is use specific dyes to identify specific types of cells and neural cells in the samples that they're checking. They didn't do any of that.
Well, Jeff, there's a reason they didn't do all that. And that's simply because that's not what this test was for. This test was simply to take these sections of the brain, test them for aluminum, and see how high the aluminum content was, if they found any. Got it?
I know this isn't necessarily the easiest thing to follow along, but I'll try and sum it up as best as I can. The problem with this paper is that ultimately this was done to try and prove something that they already believed and are trying to find a way to show you that it's a thing, even though they themselves probably know that it's not a thing. They took 10 brains, and brains are a very precious fucking resource that we don't have a lot of, especially brains with autism, to study. They took 10 of those brains and they stained them using an inappropriate fucking technique that doesn't actually going to show them what they wanted to show them.
It's going to give them an arbitrarily easy to look at and look, say, hey, metal in the brain.
Hey, Jeff, are you gonna explain why it's an inappropriate technique? I don't believe you did that in this video. As a matter of fact, I don't believe you showed that any of this study is bullshit. You've just kind of spouted your own opinions about stuff that you didn't like.
They measure specific parts of the brain, and then they average out, even though their replicatability in their own science doesn't fucking work. And then, on top of all of that, they have no controls whatsoever, no non-autism brains to try and compare them to. And then, on top of all of that, one of the authors of the research itself writes an article supporting his own research, and then somehow it gets picked up and published by the Daily Mail.
Well, Jeff, regardless of how intensely you disliked the methodology of the study, the one thing that you can't really argue with is they did find high levels of aluminum in every section of these autistic brains. Not in some sections a little, and in other sections a little, and in some none. In every single section of these autistic brains, there was aluminum. And it was alarmingly high amounts of aluminum.
My fucking quest to rip apart anti-vaxxers. Why I'm even more encouraged to go and watch the documentary Vaxxed and butt-fuck it to death. I am sick of this shit.
Oh, that's just great that you can approach these things with such a neutral, unbiased attitude. Really, I commend you.
Vaccinate your fucking kids.
Otherwise, if you don't vaccinate your kids, either they will catch diseases and could possibly die, or they will infect kids who can't be vaccinated, and those kids could fucking die. It's irresponsible fucking nonsense, sold on fear.
No hypocrisy there, huh, Jeff? You're certainly not selling any fear there. But, hey, as the Grand Dragon of the anti-vaxxer cult, I gotta wrap this up, because I got a lot of Kool-Aid to make. So, I am, however, looking forward to watching you attempt to butt-fuck to death the Vaxxed movie. That's going to be great. I look forward to it. Awesome.